police are holding a memorial service today, and this is for the police officer who died in a road crash alongside 9 inmates last week. The crash happened when the officer was transporting 11 inmates from the Mokopane police holding cells to the Mookgophong Magistrates Court. Now, the police van collided with a heavy-duty truck while attempting to overtake. Here's SABC News reporter Pimani Baloyi, hot on the heels of the story, watching developments for us. So, Pimani, the National Police Commissioner actually just spoke about, the men and women in blue who perish, in the line of duty. So today we get to hear more tributes about another fallen soldier.
Yes, Mkolisi, good morning, and good morning to our viewers as well. Mkolisi, today we get to learn more about a soldier who died with his boots on, Sergeant Nico William Leilaga, who was at the time of his death stationed at the Mookgophong police station. As you rightfully stated, Mkolisi, Sergeant Leilaga was on his way traveling with inmates from Mokopane to Mookgophong, where the inmates were set to appear before that court on various charges, when his vehicle, the police van he was traveling in, collided with a heavy-duty truck. And at the time, 6 people lost their lives, including the sergeant, and others passed on shortly after that, a few days after. Today, as we stand, 9 lives have been lost. We've been hearing from the SAPS since the death of Sergeant Leilaga, and they're saying he's been serving as a police officer for about 15 years. But today his family gets to interact with the men and women in blue that he has been working with, which he has dedicated his life until his last breath that fateful Friday morning. Let me bring in a family representative, because the memorial service started at around 10 a.m. today, and his family is set to bid farewell. Lieutenant Colonel Henrik Makaneta, who's also Samuel Makaneta, who's also a retired police officer, but is also the uncle of the deceased. Sir, thank you so much for your time. As a family, your son passed on last Friday as he was performing his duty. How is the family feeling?
Oh, my sister, good morning, and good morning to the nation. We, as the family, we are broken. We are broken-hearted. We are very much sad about the incident. We do not say accident doesn't happen. We do know accident happen and death happen to each and every family member. However, we, at the moment, we are actually not we are not coping. We are broken-hearted. We are crying deeply. We mourn the loss of such an energetic somebody, a breadwinner, a son, an uncle to others. And we are saying we have lost. We have lost indeed, because as I'm standing before you here, I'm staying in Pretoria, in Soshanguve. We elder people, we are not nearby. He was actually the connector. He was the unifier. He was the one who was looking after the family when we are not here nearby. And we only communicate telephonically or sometimes visiting. And we trusted that he will take care of the other siblings as well as other family members who are old, that could not, who can't do anything. So therefore, now we have lost a hero in our family. We have lost a shepherd in our family. We feel that that void can't be filled by anybody. We feel definitely we are now poorer, more than poor, as we explained to ourselves at the moment. We really feel bad, and we wish, and we are glad that the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Thembi Khadebe, has established a provincial task team, and that gives us hope that maybe the incident that had happened might come with results that would know and make us find closure, because the investigation will never lie. We'll tell exactly the truth as to what had happened. If it happened, it's a natural accident, then we will then say, yes, it's a natural accident. But if it's just like an accident that was caused by maybe other means or other things. We have got corrupt elements in our societies. If that is the case, we really would hear the investigation report. That will ease our hearts. That will then give us the answers. Because at the moment we are asking ourselves many questions, and then rumors. That rumor will tell you this, the other one say this, and then now we become confused. So we are saying, we say glory, or we say happy to our provincial commissioner who has established and took this thing seriously and took it to the province and established a task team that would go deeper into this matter, and so that we, at the end of the day, we find closure. And we are saying we lost a son, but remember there are also other souls that have lost. We do not say the souls of the inmates is not the souls of human beings. We also cry with them, because we cannot say that since they were going to court, they are already guilty. No. At the end, the court was the one that would say, yes, these people, as they're going in and out in court, they are cleared or they are convicted. So as they perished with him, and others perish thereafter, we say we send our condolences to the families of those inmates who also perished with our nephew. And then with that, I think there's nothing we can say much.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel. Such a mouthful which sort of can be interpreted to say the aspect they could have been foul play, but you rightfully stated investigations will find out. But what can we now expect in terms of funeral arrangements for your loved one?
Yes, the funeral arrangements are ahead. We are connecting every dot, and we are happy that the police have taken this over, are going to observe or send him in an honor of the heroes that die with their boots on. So therefore, it's a military or it's an official funeral that is going to be. We are going to be with them, and then we will be comforted. We will give them support as they need, and then they will support us. We appreciate really the management of the South African Police Service, from the regional commander or commissioner, the station commander, and other colleagues who are there. You can see outside that they came in full force to show that they are supporting us. We really feel comforted in this way.
Thank you so much. That is Mxolisi, the family representative of the sergeant. I want to bring in the police spokesperson in Limpopo, Brigadier Hlulani Mashaba, just to find out an update in terms of the state of the 3 inmates that were hospitalized. What is the latest? I know 6 died on the spot, and then we had additional inmates who passed on in hospital. Right now we have 3 still hospitalized. What's their health state, Brigadier?
Thank you so much, Pimani. Let me say that indeed we still devastated. We're still processing what happened along the R101 following that horrific clash. Like rightfully indicated, on the day we lost 6. That was in the afternoon. Then the next day we lost another 2 members, making it 8 inmates. And then when you also include our own police officer, we had about 9. So in total, because we had 11 inmates, 3 were last hospitalized, but I am told that we still have 2 who are still recovering in hospital. One has been out because he is in good health now. He's back to the cells, because as you will know that they have committed various offenses that they must actually work for. So as a result, he has gone back to the cells because he has fully recovered. Then we're also praying for the 2 that are still in hospital, that they make it so that they are able to face actions for their wrongdoing, because these people obviously were facing offenses, serious charges to that effect.
On the day of the crash, Brigadier, It was said one vehicle was trying to overtake another. There wasn't clarity in terms of what could have happened. You've heard the family representative talking about they welcome the investigation. Can you take us through the scope of this investigation? What are you looking for? Is there possibility of foul play?
We don't expect or suggest that there might be foul play because, like I rightfully indicated the last time, that we are investigating this matter thoroughly. Our police from the provincial unit are monitoring it very closely. I will not want to be drawn into a conclusion to say that these people were overtaking each other. All I know, like I indicated even the last time, these two vehicles were traveling in the same direction and the truck was about to make a turn just next to R520 road, and then that's when an accident happened. But let's leave that to the investigation team. We must not preempt anything. I believe that the team that has been established by the provincial commissioner will be able to unearth the circumstances that led to this tragic accident. Fortunate enough, there are witnesses in the form of those that are still alive, as well as the one that who is out, the inmate, as well as the driver, because you know the driver came out unscathed, unharmed from that very accident. So I believe that our team, our investigating team, will be able to connect all the dots and will be able to come up with, a conclusive evidence to say what could have transpired, because it will be important for both families, the family of the officers as well as that of the inmate. So we leave that in the hand of our capable detectives.
Talking about the family, do you have information yet in terms of the burials of the deceased inmates? And do we perhaps have profiles of what sort of crimes brought them into custody for them to be transported to court on that specific day?
At this point in time, I don't have the details for the funeral of the inmates, but in terms of our own inmates, who were housed in Mokopane police station, I know that majority of them were facing serious charges. You're talking about murder, you are talking about rape in this case, amongst others. So they were indeed facing serious charges. And we would like to believe that the law, for those that will make it, the law will continue to take its course without fear or favor.
Thank you so much, Brigadier. That is the spokesperson of the SAPS in Limpopo, Brigadier Hlani Mashava, taking us through investigations that are still going following that fatal accident that happened on the R101 last week, Friday, that claimed the lives of a police officer whose life is being celebrated inside the hall behind me, alongside 8 inmates who were at the time traveling to appear before the Mookgophong Magistrates Court.